Hello everyone, and I'm assuming you're wondering where I've been, and I've been just kind of busy, so that's kind of where I've been. I'm not going to get any more into that, because you don't care about that. All you care about is sevtech ages, so let's get started with that. Welcome to 100 days in sevtech ages. This is the island after we're done with sevtech ages. Let's see how we got to that point. Alrighty, I just want to start by saying I know I talked about it in the intro, but I do want to mention it again. I want to say sorry for not posting for so long, but it's just, one, I was really busy with school and stuff like that after summer ended, and then also I was recording this, which took forever to record. It's going to take forever to edit, so it's, and also, I really didn't have anything to record. And, oh, I do want to say, I am going to start recording the next 100 days pretty soon. You'll get a sneak peek at that at the end of this video. It'll probably take me 2 to 3 months, I'd say, to get it done. So, yeah. Oh, and I'm just going to warn you, the editing through days 1 through 15, which is the section that this voiceover is for, because I'm doing it in sections, is edited kind of weird, because when I first started making this, it wasn't very, I didn't know how to edit, so, yeah. The editing should get better as we go along. Just bear with me, days 1 through 15 are not going to be edited very well. I'll try to make it better as we go along. But one of the things that comes along with that is I forgot to add the date counter into this section. So yeah, that's wonderful. So day 16 forward should have it, but let me start actually talking about what's going on the screen. This originally was going to be a 2-person 100 days. But we ended up not being able to do that. He ended up, like, I don't know what happened. He just kind of stopped responding to any messages I sent to him. So this ended up being mostly me doing it. And the way I'm going to edit this is I'm going to show achievements, because the achievements, it's an achievement-based system. So, like, it's a progression-based system, rather. So, I'm only kind of just going to show the achievements, and now let me say, there's a couple things that I made while, I cut it out. I cut out the making of the grindstone kiln, and, grindstone kiln, grill, and fire pit. And, in a couple seconds here, we're going to do the leather montage, so see you then. Alright, so as you can see in that montage right there, Jesus Christ, leather is misery to get. But I also wanted to say, the reason I fast forwarded that so fast was because there was a lot of footage. Like, just the leather section right there that I originally sped up, I think it was like 5 minutes worth of footage, and that was like with all the things that weren't leather cut out. So that's kind of insane to me that it took that long to do, even with only it was pretty much 5 minutes worth of footage, which yeah, that was fun to do, as you can tell. So right then I just made a teepee, which is gonna be basically a way for us to sleep finally. And this is sevtech Age of the Sky, so it's a skyblock. And if you know anything about how mob spawning works, you'll know that basically mob spawning works in chunks, and certain amount of mobs are allowed to spawn per chunk every, I think it's some odd ticks or something like that. And so if you're on a skyblock, the amount of mobs doesn't go down. Like, the amount of mobs that can spawn doesn't go down. All it does is it makes it so that they can only spawn in that one area, which makes way more mobs spawn right next to you. So you're gonna see, not really gonna see it in this section of the 100 days here. Oh, I'm gonna die a lot in this playthrough, and so that it basically made it impossible for me to do a 100 days in hardcore. And right then I made a horse press, which still hurts me to make, because leather really early on is really expensive, and having to use as much leather as you do to make the press chopping block and grindstone, it still hurts me. But I'm also thinking, I didn't do it in the first 100 days, but I'm thinking, like, in 200 days of this, because I'm just gonna spoil it to you now, I didn't get through the entire progression of sevtech in the first 100 days. So yeah, that was great. So in 200 days, I'm thinking of making like a mob farm or something like that, just because it's gonna be way easier to get all the resources I would need to do everything that's required in this, because later on my island gets way more protected and all that, and less mobs spawn, so I won't have to deal with as many mobs, but I also won't get as many mob drops as I had been getting through pretty much the entire 100 days. As you can see right now in my inventory, I have 21 bones. So yeah, and right now I'm working towards making leads so I can make the chopping block and the grindstone. I'm not really sure which one I'm going for right now. Also, the 200 or the 100 days that I'm gonna record, it's gonna be a little better put together, because I'm actually gonna have a journal on what I did per day, so it's not me just combing through a bunch of footage in the editing process, which makes my life misery. So based on the fact that I'm getting wood, I'm probably gonna say I'm going for the chopping block. And right now, early on, I don't really utilize the chopping block, press, and grindstone as well as I really could, but you'll see later on I'll definitely make a big deal out of using them, especially when I start making my base. Gonna warn you, I'm really not gonna have an official base for a long time, and then when I start working on my said official base, it takes forever to build. But you'll see that in a little bit. Of course, Epic Games decides that it wants to interrupt my video. Jesus Christ, man. Probably should edit that out, but little late for that. Well, I could edit it out. I just don't want to. I'm kind of lazy. So right now I'm making the gems into, or shadow things into a shadow gem for the achievement, which you can see I already have said achievement, because it showed in the on the screen, and then also just the shadow gems in my inventory. So right now I'm assuming I'm gonna start working towards a better storage system, because I hate those chests. And when I get access to the newer chests, it makes my life absolutely amazing, because I absolutely hate the the chests that require, like, it only gives like so much space. It is nice that you can actually see what items are in the chest, but other than that, there's really no benefits to them. So not really as you can see, there's a lot of just like you have to do pretty much everything manually right now, which honestly, if I was smart enough at this point, I could have given it to the chopping block and have it automized. But I think at this point it is kind of faster to do it yourself, because you're not doing as much items being like you're not doing much, making much into planks. So I guess it could be looked at as more efficient. As you're gonna see, the chests early on really suck. So it's nice to, whenever like we move on in ages and get to make way better chests. And Jesus, looking at my inventory hurts my soul, because I'm one of those Minecraft players that literally I can't do anything unless I have an organized inventory. So just seeing this unorganized mess just hurts me. You're gonna see I'm gonna use my work blade, which I don't think I showed getting, but it'll be fine, to make birch into bark, because birch is the worst. So, oh, and on my island right now, I don't even have any birch trees anymore, so I put them into extinction. Also, using the work blades really sucks, because then you get like these stripped logs. You see them in my inventory right there, and I'm about to get some more. That like they're not a full block, and it just hurts. They're not a full block, and it just hurts me. That's they just kind of are there. If you guys want a tour through my old world, actually, I could give that to you, because I did a lot in my old world of this sevtech. Sorry I didn't say anything about the chest organizing montage. It was originally meant to be a little longer, and also, if you've watched Good Times with Scar, you know what that song is. If you haven't, then why haven't you watched him? He's an awesome YouTuber, and you can just see me dumping birch saplings over the void, because I do not like them. It's a little bit of more chest organization happens here, but I didn't decide to speed it up. It's gonna be fine. So I think I was saying, like, I was saying, if you wanted to see me like go through my old world of sevtech, I'll do that eventually, probably after I finish this sevtech, which I'm gonna say isn't gonna get it completed in 200 days. I'll probably maybe 500, probably 500 days will complete this, and right now we're barely at 100, so yeah. And my day counter won't be perfect, probably. I'm probably either a couple days short or a couple days too long. It's probably, the title's going to say 100 days, but it's probably not 100 days. It's probably like a little more than that. So just be warned, that's gonna happen. And okay, to be completely honest, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I was going to not say anything about it, but there was a bug at this point in our world. I don't know what it was, but anytime you would die from you would die and you would get put in, your stuff would get put into the grave. There was a bug where something went wrong and you would always lose a good majority of your stuff when the graves happened. So to solve that, I kind of just, anytime I lost something, as you can see now, there's leather in my inventory. So yeah, that's what I did. I grabbed leather back because, one, if it wasn't such a tedious item to get, I would say it's not that big of a deal. You can just make another one. But it's one of the worst items to get in sevtech. As you saw, it sucks to get. So I refused. If I lost it, it wasn't my fault, and I'm not going to spend all that time to get it again if it's not my fault for losing it. So yeah, that's kind of what you're seeing here. And also, I put a chest down that has like just in case, like in this world, I put a chest down that's just like just in case you lose your leather again. And I never actually went into said chest. And it's actually still there. And I'm surprised I never ran into it. You're going to see later that I'm going to basically be tearing down a good majority of this island down to, like, well, you saw it was a flat island. So you're going to see me tear down this island, and I'm actually surprised I never found it. I don't know how I would have explained how I would have explained how to do that, but I do end up cheating a lot super early on, but later on it becomes less and less, and then pretty much by like day 40 something on, I don't think I cheat ever again. So yeah, it's mainly really early on, and also it's not in this section, but later on there's a bug with the mod totemic, and like some of the ceremonies, like they're impossible to win. So I did end up doing something with that, making it so that it was actually possible to beat. But so right now what I'm doing is I'm making the getting the snake, rattle, and roll achievement, which is the drum, rattle, and you see that I think the drum and the flute and the rattle are the three things you need to do that. And then I have 2 Totempedia books because my teammate, that I don't really know where he is at this point, he had made one early on because he thought it would help him do something. I don't remember exactly what that thing was. He thought it would help him, and then he made it, and then whenever you like get that achievement, you get the Totempedia book for free. So yeah, and again, that ends up becoming useful like super later on, but like I almost never use it, and to use 2 leather on it, especially this early on, just hurts me. And I'm talking like leather's like super important. It's super important super early on. Other than that, it's really like after you get past this first age, you almost never use leather again, at least to the point I am, and to the point where I finished my old world. My old world, I finished in age 3, so past age 3, I'm not really gonna know what to do. So you're gonna see me after I get past age 3, which I don't get past age 3. I'm still in age 2 on mine. After I get past that point, you're gonna kind of see me be a little more confused, a little more like looking up how to do things. I don't do it much in this 100 days. I do it a couple times, and there's also a couple times where I'm listening to videos, and that was fun to listen to while I edited this video. Like, I think right now playing is Fundy, one of Fundy's videos. I think it's the one where he is like making Minecraft sensitivity way too low or something like that, and fighting other YouTubers. I think that's what I'm watching at this point. Also, so I do want to say something about the best food source in this entire game. So there's a strainer, a water strainer. It's also in the 100 days that I'm going to be doing later on. But the water strainer basically gets fish every so often. And the shovel I'm using is called a garden trowel. And I don't know why I made a second flute there. Interesting. So, a garden trowel, and it makes bait happen every time. And in this mod pack, the fisherman strainer never breaks, so it is infinite food. So yeah, after like the first few days of doing your sevtech, I would recommend just getting a fisherman strainer as early on as possible. And that's pretty much just infinite food. If you do plan to do this mod pack. By the way, if you plan to do this mod pack, I recommend turning off better foliage, which is just F8, and then turning it off, because, hopefully they don't run away too far anyway. Well, I'm gonna need more. Okay, so I got one of them. Okay, so now, boom. Alright, let's do a little bit more than that. So they're up a little bit.
Bro, get off me.
A bit of these butterchwood. Guess what I'm playing again?
What?
Do you recognize it?
No.
Sevtech Ages. Oh. Got boom, 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 chest, chest, and I think that's it. Yes! And now, let me put down another chest. Oh wait, let me dry this out.
No, you can try it out.
And, don't want the fucking not full block bullshit.
Wow, you hurt me.
God, I hate creepers, man. I've lost so much time to fighting creepers in this. Okay, goodbye, you.
You can't buy anything. You're broke.
Alright, so I'm actually excited for this section because it seems I was a little more, what's the word? Productive, because, this section's longer than, the last section, which was like 7 minutes for like, 10 days or something like that. Or 4 or 5, one of the two. I don't know. It was somewhere around that range. As you can tell, I removed the time, or the days, so, I mean, it's not going to be exactly 100 days. I know that if you want, you can attempt to figure out how many days there actually is. There's going to be pretty much no way you can. So, yeah. And you guys are all seeing these, like, seeing all this in one section. So, like, one right after another, so you won't notice the fact that, this section's a little longer. But, I will. So, yeah, that's fun. And, I don't really know what to say right now, other than the fact that the millstone that I am going for right now is one of the most used things in this mod pack. So it's a good thing that I'm getting it getting it pretty early. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of fun to use. A little tedious, but fun to use. So kind of just mining here. I don't really know what to say in accordance to that. I mean, it is Minecraft, so you're gonna expect to be mining, and I can't believe I just made that joke, but I did. So yeah, I'm just running out of things to say here. Said a lot of the things I wanted to say in the little previous section, and you saw that cut there. That was because I used the kiln. The kiln takes forever to smelt things, so just like cutting out any footage with it. And you're gonna see me make the grindstone first and then make the millstone, because you need the grindstone for the millstone. I don't know why I needed to say that, but apparently I did. Jesus Christ, get a little tired here. I'm recording this voiceover at night because I was doing my editing, and then I had to or I was watching those games, and then I did my editing that I wanted to do for today, which I'm actually on pace to be done way sooner than I expected, because I did 16 through, I think this is 22? No. I think this is up to day 30, so that's, I'm on pace to do pretty good. Should be able to finish this relatively soon. I'd definitely be out before the end of my break, which is, if I get everything right, my break is actually, like, next week or the week after. Or I'm pretty sure it's next week's for me, which is, like, what is this week? So September 11th is when I'm recording this, voiceover. and I think my break is next week, which would put it at let me pull up my calendar here. Break would be at Friday, so I'd say Sunday, which is the September the 16th is the start of my break. So yeah, that'll be the start of my break, and I will be able to probably finish this by, I don't know how much editing I will be doing throughout the week. Just depends on how much we're doing throughout the week. Probably a lot, just because a break's coming up, and usually they have us do a lot when breaks are coming up, because they love us at school here. So I don't know how much editing I will actually be getting done over that time period. I'll try to do at least a little. Best case scenario, we get maybe to, I think this is days 16 through 31, so I'm hoping coming up we've got, or not 16 through 31, Jesus Christ, 22 through 31. Hopefully in the coming Minecraft days we got, or coming recording sessions we have some 4-day ones. So yeah, that'd be great to hear. And as you can see there, that I don't really know what mod that's from, but like whenever you leave a sapling on the ground for too long, it'll auto plant itself, and I don't know really why I got rid of all those oak saplings. Maybe I have a lot at this point. I don't really know what happened to my chickens as well. Like, as you can tell, early on I have like so many chickens that I made a comment to my teammate about it, like, yo, why do we may have a chicken problem or something like that. I said, and yeah, we clearly do at this point, but at some point, I don't know when, they kind of just disappeared because they are not on my island anymore. Maybe at some point I ended up killing them or something like that. Probably despawned. Really not sure quite sure what happened there. Right now, I'm on pace to have a pretty long video, like maybe an hour 40, something like that, which isn't great. But for my editing, it's not horrible, because I'm really, really bad at editing. Also kind of just all around lazy, so my editing isn't perfect. But this is also my first video editing, so yeah, won't be perfect. I hope you don't expect perfection, because it's not going to be. I don't think many people do. But I had 2 yew trees at one point. Jesus Christ. By the way, this won't be the last time I say it, and I know it won't. I despise the yew trees, because they are just the worst thing that was ever added to modded Minecraft when it comes to trees. They just, they suck a lot, because you can't use the sticks for anything. The wood isn't the most amazing thing in the world. It's okay, you're gonna see it for a long time on this playthrough, because the majority of this playthrough is played in a temporary base that I made when I get access to doors, to like a temporary base to get access to when I get access to doors, and most of this playthrough is used in that base. So yeah, and we're actually coming up to me making that base. So yeah, I don't think I start making the treehouse you saw in the intro until like day like 70, to be completely honest. So it's yeah, it's a little fun there. So as you can see, coming up, we are going to have our little time lapse of making the base here. Alrighty then, now we've seen the little montage I had there. A little bit of a longer montage, could have made it a little shorter, but base making is kind of important. That's why the base making at the end of the video is going to be quite long. Let's see. Still caveman here, so you don't get an iron anvil, you get a stone one. You can see I made a lot of hoes there. That's what I was talking about earlier, about the little screw up I had. And you see that achievement right there called "Follow my channel, please." It's actually it's talking to you guys. You guys should sub so that I can get to 100 subscribers and start live streaming again. If I could start live streaming, man, I would post every day. My consistency would be off the charts. I would stream at least a little bit every day. And I'm actually glad that at this point I had turned my mic off or done something. Haven't really heard pretty much anything in a long time from these videos, so that's nice. And I just can't believe I didn't edit that out. I edited a lot of different things out, but I didn't edit that out, where I made one of the dumbest mistakes I've ever seen myself make. I also still don't have access to coal, which is kind of surprising to me. So still relying on charcoal, and my parrot's right there. He's nice. I don't even really remember when I got my parrot, but I have a parrot. And also, you saw in that little montage the feature I was saying. I don't remember if I said it or not. I said that I already missed a feature from this mod pack that I'm playing the new mod pack and I already missed, which is the fact that you can like shift over an item and like just drag your mouse over it and it'll all go in. Really nice feature. Not in my other mod pack, sadly. And also, water straining is in my other mod pack. I think I already said this one, but I'm gonna say it again. Water straining is also in my other mod pack, but they kind of nerfed it in that one, sadly. Yeah, that's because none of there's ones that have a lot of durability, but like none of them have infinite durability. Or not, it's not technically durability, it's, oh no, the uses is durability, my bad. So right now I'm working towards a faucet, because the channel, I'm probably just doing it wrong, but I couldn't get it to work anytime I used it, so I just decided to make the faucet and then make the channel in the on the second thing I made, and that's pretty nice. So right now I'm assuming I'm working towards the channel, but kind of being a little slow about it. Probably could have edited some of this out, but I decided not to because it was because of the joke I wanted to make about like follow my channel, please. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here. Kinda trying to pretty much just make up some stuff. When I eventually get a PS5, it'll probably be when I eventually get a PS5, I'm going to try to start recording a Madden series, one of which would just be I'm thinking Falcons franchise, to be completely honest, because Falcons are super bad, and I'm going to try to aim to make it like story-based, a lot of things that wouldn't really happen in Madden, but would happen in real life. I'm gonna try and strive towards making that kind of a thing. Yeah, but another thing I do want to say, if you end up playing this mod pack, it's called sevtech Ages of the Sky. But the other thing I wanted to say was two things are just super important to get early on: drying rack and the infinite food source known as the no durability fisherman's strainer, which just all you need is a garden trowel, bait, and garden trowel, which gets you bait, and make that, and you're basically all set. Another thing I would recommend is to have a very good not well. You need a very good computer for this, because my computer, although really good, I tried to put on shaders to make the intro look way better. My computer straight up just crashed multiple times. So yeah, you're gonna need a very good computer. But other thing is, what was trying to say is get that and then a drying rack super early, so that any of the thousands of zombies that will spawn, you can basically make instantly into monster jerky, and you have infinite food with the two things that I just said. So right now I'm making porcelain for the channel, because I didn't see a reason to make it out of the seared stuff, because it's kind of just a waste of resources that I don't really need to do, because I'm never going to use the channel again. Eventually I make a chest specifically for achievement stuff that I'm probably never going to use again. Also, I am eventually make a chest for tools and stuff. And another thing I want to say, Jesus, the organization in this base gets so bad. It's already pretty bad, to be completely honest, and it hurts my soul, because I like having things organized, as I've already said, and this base is the opposite of organization, because I kind of expected to be done with it a lot faster than I actually was. And I think at this point I start going back to the editing to the points where I actually have the items, and yes, that is what I do. So we got the stirring pot, the wooden basin, this is how you make bread. Really, I don't see the reason, if you're going to like try and follow the mod that like has your nutrition, where you have to eat protein, stuff like that, I recommend just doing your protein, your carrots, and that's pretty much it. This will be the hunting dimension portal that I'm about to make, and the hunting dimension, really, I almost never use it. It's still in my base, it's just I almost never use it. And this is me trying to fix the back, because it just doesn't look good. And I know I was bashing on the U stuff. Another reason, I was just using it because I thought we weren't going to be in this base for very long. It turns out this mod pack takes a lot longer than I expected. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, here's the barrel achievement that I just did. Next is the aqueduct achievement. Another thing, these two things, the aqueduct I still have, I know for sure. The barrel I don't think I do. I'm not really sure what was happening there. You can see I looked up a press for some reason. I think I had to remake mine. I think mine disappeared. Yeah, so made the aqueduct. I'm about to place it down because that's part of the achievement. Break it and then put it into a chest, never to be seen again. Yeah, that was fun. Make one of these things. I forgot what they're called. The dung pipe. I think that could be like a really good thing that I should end up using, now that I think about it, because it has its uses. I may end up actually like using that. You know what I just thought of? I just made a barrel extension there, but the thing I thought of was you could use one of those things and then hook it up to a mob farm with a water stream, and just like get all your items to where your base is, and that would be nice. And this is in the next section we'll be working on the hay bale bed, and that will be the end of this section. This is a little more than what I was dealing with last time, because I'm doing these voiceovers backwards somewhat. I just did 31 to 41, or 42 to 50, sorry. This is 31 to 41. But the reason I have him in my house and not outside, if you know what the Totemic mod is, he's from Totemic, and for some reason in my world he didn't work correctly. No matter what I did, I couldn't beat the thing. I might be just doing something wrong, but I died a lot trying to beat him because I'm technically, probably shouldn't have fought him this early. But I did, and kind of regretted it, kind of didn't. I died a lot, but was definitely still worth it. Made a bed, which that bed ends up being almost useless during this whole 100 days, because I rarely use it, and when I do try and use it, most of the time, this says there's monsters nearby. Still really don't have a fix for that, but I did move my base into the treehouse, and it's at the top of the said treehouse, so it doesn't really matter if mobs are down at the ground level, because I'm no longer at the ground level to sleep. So right now we're working towards doing the plumb line and stuff like that. Kind of just trying to make some quick talking here because I'm pretty close to doing a little montage here, which I made a lot of in the other section of this that I've been recording. So yeah, made the plumb line, which is cool. You get to keep your spindles, but I don't really know if I end up doing anything with that. And the plumb line is especially useless. And then I have the beehive, which I ended up finding a beehive at one point, but I think one, that's broken, and two, that I don't really know where that said beehive is. And montage coming in. Alright, so just finished mining some tin. I don't know why I ended up using the bringing the weak dowsing rod with me, but I did do that. Alright, now, we're getting rid of the turning some of that, some of those, what's it called, tin into blocks. Made the alloy kiln. Making the engineer's hammer right now. Glad I didn't end up making like 30 of them. And there you go. Now we're making some bronze here, which bronze is used for a substantial amount of time in this mod pack here. I'm so glad when I end up getting rid of bronze, because bronze is good, but the thing right above it, which is called black quartz, is way better, because one, it has a all-in-one tool item. This is the best thing that this mod pack adds, by far. At least that I've seen so far. Because I've only gotten to H3. I haven't actually finished the whole mod pack yet. Which I may end up like just seeing what's in future stages, just so I know what I have to deal with in the future. By the way, I'm going to say it now, but I'm also probably going to say it again when I get into the time when I start doing a lot more blood magic. Never put your blood magic by your base. I learned that the hard way. Put it on a different island. Put it somewhere else. It's just really not worth it. So, I don't really know why I left this section in here, but I did. There's probably a reason. Oh, it's for the bronze cook? No. I really don't know why I left this in. Maybe I gotta silence the audio here, because when I'm listening to this, I still have mic recording in this, so that's very wonderful. Kinda run out of ideas here. I really don't know why I left all this in. Yeah. I haven't been having to silence most of the other stuff because it was just kind of already silenced for me, which is nice. And you just see me make the dumbest mistake I've ever seen myself make, which is making bronze with just the ingots. You need to make it into plates by smashing it on the stone anvil. Why did I leave so much unnecessary content in? I mean, I guess it gives me more time to talk, which I don't really have many talking points right now. So, kind of a negative. I watched She-Hulk pretty recently, and that was really good. Love how she, like, breaks the fourth wall every friggin' 2 minutes. I think it's a great element. One that I think more shows and stuff should use. Blood magic. Yay. Starting with blood magic. It's fun. It's destructive. Got our blood altar. And I don't know... No, I leave it on the island for this because it's just a quick one that is basically just making an apple into a bejeweled apple, which I'm pretty sure is just a blue apple that doesn't really do anything special. I think it gives you jump boost. I haven't actually used it. I probably should have used it during the build process of my my treehouse, because that would have been helpful. Yeah, that's kind of pretty much all I did in this section here. Yeah, that's I was a little more productive than I was in the, well, it's not that I was unproductive in the other section that I did the voiceover for today. It's just everything, the thing I was doing in that section was hard to do. And I don't know, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, cool. There's pretty much no point in me talking for this section, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I like my voice. But, you see, I finally found coal, so that's fine. I was productive these days, I just, didn't do much. And what I mean by that is, I was doing important things, it was taking a while, so I didn't get to do much of it. So, most of this section is, didn't do much. So, yeah, you're not gonna see much of it, because it's not important. And, we're about to have another montage here. Another montage done here, but still really haven't done much, and that's pretty much gonna be it. Alrighty then, again, not doing much, but so this is gonna be a short section. I'm glad all these sections are short so that I can show you more of the base making process. And there is the beneath, so we can get that awesome black quartz, which you're about to see a montage of. little section here before we get to another montage of mining coal, because we needed some coal to actually smelt the black quartz. Not doing too much in this little small section right here. And 3, 2, 1 montage coming right. So this is coming down to the final stretch here of days 51 to 60. The only reason I left this in was because I think black quartz is one of the coolest things that is in this mod pack so far, because of the all-in-one tool. So I wanted to leave in the whole process of me making all that stuff. It's not complicated. It's just I like it a lot, so I like leaving it in every time. You're gonna see me a lot later make a big mistake when I'm making this all-in-one tool, but I don't make that mistake here, thankfully. You see, I almost craft 16 black quartz hose, but I don't do it. Then I make the water wheel. What are we doing? Oh my god, I just noticed that joke. And then we make the I forget what it's called, gearbox? Yeah. And that's pretty much all I did for this little section here, was the 3 things I showed you. There was a death montage that I did not show you, because there was a lot of death and I didn't care to show it. And so, in the next section, I'm assuming I'm going to be working on the turntable, but that's all I have. Alright, so, I'm just going to be honest here. I've been cutting out good sections of these videos that would kind of be important, but also weren't achievements, so I didn't want to post it. So yeah, that's why, kind of all over the place here. And it's going to be the same way for the other section that I'm going to record this morning, because that, I think, is like 13 seconds or something like that. And there you go, got a diary or whatever, and then the next thing is the Starlight crafting table, which is, oh no, Luminous crafting table, sorry. Not that hard to make, and I really haven't used it yet. I know I will end up using it in the Age 3, but kind of got busy with doing stuff. And there's the crafting table, and I once again forgot that it struck with lightning. So, yeah, that's that. And age 2 has been gotten to now. So yeah, that was good. And we'll see what next happens next year. Not really sure why I left that little section in there, but we have glass now. Woohoo! Making wool with a block of wicker and some other stuff. And then papers, please, is the next achievement I go for. I think that's a reference that I don't understand because I've never played that game, if it is a game, because I'm pretty sure it is. But I got that advancement, not that hard. And then I also, during a cut, made a tinkering table, like a Tinker's Construct crafting table, basically. I haven't used the thing that I just made yet. I think it'd be cool. Now, this is one of the coolest animations I've seen in this mod pack. There's cooler animations like the animation for Draconic Evolution stuff. Like, all of Draconic Evolution has cool animations. And the pig ruined it, but apparently I accidentally tilled the ground, so that's cool. Got my Swamp Talisman, and then I made the Betweenlands Portal, which broke a lot of my stuff, but, you know, like you do. And I decided to cut out in this section, like, not this section yet, but, like, right after it, I end up, like, mining out a lot of wood, and, or a lot of the island, and I decided to cut it out. Both the two sections it does have. So yeah, that's that. And, you're gonna see me fail a lot right here. Jesus Christ. Why did I leave all this in? There you go, buddy. Jesus. Not that hard. And it does say to, like, make the tools for this area, when you're here. I really don't recommend it, because I feel like, at minimum, if you already have your, what's it called, your black cord stuff, you won't need it. So yeah, that is this little section here. Alrighty, I know that normally I don't talk during the sped up I don't know, one of the two, one of the words. But I'm not gonna give you 20 days of just some random music, which I wouldn't, even if I had done a speed up here, music section here, it probably would have been something new other than the Dream remix, or the Scar music. So I would have found something different. But I'm not gonna give you 20 days of just nothing. No talking. Because, I mean, it's short, but not so short to the point. Like, I feel like 81 to 100 is like, because this is 3 minutes, the other one's 3 minutes, I think. It's around that range. And then the last one is 10 minutes. So, yeah, there's that. So that's about 13, it would be 13 minutes of music, and yeah, we're just not gonna do that. It's as simple as that. So, I'm gonna have to find a way to talk for who knows how long. So, basically this is a treehouse, as you could probably tell, and, or I hope you can tell. The only section I'm not a huge fan of is the top section, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to that point. But I'm not gonna end up changing it. I think it turned out pretty well for someone, myself, who I wouldn't call a really good builder. And especially for the amount of time that I spent, I really didn't spend that much time, in my opinion. And a lot of this is going to be, like, there's going to be a lot of cutting, because there was a lot of just material getting, and that caused me to have to do a lot of different cuts. Um, so I do want to say the two types of wood that I'm using, because I mean you can, if you know the mod pack, then you know what the tree I'm using is. So and it also says it at the top of the screen if you care to look. So the tree like house, like the logs for the tree are Sakura logs from the Natura mod, I think is how you say it. The leaves are the Sakura leaves from the same mod, and then the the building blocks that I'm using, the slabs, are the eucalyptus from also Natura. I like both of those. There was a lot more different options that I had before this, and yeah, that was I think we're doing a pretty good job on the base so far. And if you ever see me like not doing anything and just like kind of pointing in a direction, it's probably because I was talking to someone in real life, being like, yo, should I have blank here or something like that. And trying to kind of just get through this last section here, which is about 30 more seconds of building. And I do want to say my average for building this was an hour and 20 minutes for 2 branches. That was pretty much the range I was at. So yeah, that is going to... okay, so here's another little section here. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of football right here. I know probably a good amount of you don't really care, but I think it's I want to talk about a couple things. One, nobody in the AFC South, the Titans division, won a game. Nobody. The Seahawks are winning the NFC West. It's just weird. It's just all weird. The NFL Week 1 was just the weirdest thing I've ever experienced as an NFL fan. What the did I just say? Fan. Jesus Christ. So, right now, I'm pretty sure I show the signs in these montages, but in the last section I made a smeltery and a storage room. Right now, I'm building a farm room, which you can tell by the stuff in my inventory, plus the fact that I just put down dirt in a building. Yeah, it's, I didn't know what to do. I wanted a big tree house, and I wanted to have literally everything in said tree house, so I built a farm in said tree house. Not a huge farm, and it doesn't have wheat on it, which is kind of a blunder on my part, because I want to do cows in here, so for when I inevitably unlock enchanting, I can actually, like, have leather, but, I guess that's a problem for me in 200 days. Which I don't even know when you unlock enchanting, because the point I was at in my, not test world, but like, when I didn't know I was going to record this and when I was playing, I never got to the point where you even unlock diamonds. Farthest I got was unlocking iron, and then, doing all of Twilight Forest. Which Twilight Forest is weird. I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually do it in this mod pack, because my original one I just completely cheated it, because I'm pretty sure it's bugged, because I don't think things spawn where they're supposed to, like in biomes that they're supposed to. But that's a problem for future me that I have to figure out. And in 200 days I'm gonna have a lot more to cut out, just because I'm probably going to be looking a lot more stuff up. So yeah, that's great. And I can hear that I'm talking in this section, but I don't think it'll matter, just because you probably won't be able to hear it over my current talking and the fact that it's sped up. Like, I can barely hear it. Sorry if it is weird. I might actually end up silencing this section, I don't know. Oh, this is a portal room, by the way, which is gonna have the Nether portal, which I don't have access to yet, the Beneath portal, the Twilight Forest portal, and, the Hunting Dimension portal, which I really haven't used. Probably should. I wonder if you could make a mob farm in the Hunting Dimension. I'll have to look into that, because I was thinking I wanted to make a mob farm in this world, because it's a friggin', it's a skyblock, so things spawn more often. I wouldn't make it on my island, because my island is riddled with spots that would have to be cleared up underground. Because I just... Yeah, as you can tell from this 100 days, I pretty much never got to sleep. But now I'm going to be able to, because I will have it in this top floor. And when I... Alright, so as I was saying in the previous section, which I kinda got interrupted, which I actually don't remember what I was saying in the previous section. Convenient, is it not? Shoot, what was I saying? Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna have to say I don't remember and then call it a day. So first things first, I want to say this top part went through so many edits and changes that it's not gonna end up looking like you expect it to. So I'm trying to think of some stuff to say, because I got 10 minutes of talking to do here. Oh my gosh. So I think you just saw it, but it was like anytime I would land on a leaf from too high up, it would break the leaf and then just completely, and I would fall through the leaf, take more damage. It was so aggravating during this, because I kept falling from good heights that would cause said leaves, I don't know, to break, and it was just the worst thing ever. Yeah, and you're gonna see me do that a lot, where I'll just go up to the top, see if it looks good, and I don't care what you people say. I think this came out pretty well. So and especially for my skill level of building, which is not very good. I don't think many people will say it's bad. I don't think many people will say it's very good, but like, I don't think it's bad. The only layer I don't like is this top layer, which is arguably the most important, but, yeah. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. So, the ladder takes forever to go up, and later on you get access to elevators. The moment I have access to elevators, I'll make elevators and, make, the trip up the building faster. And, since I actually have a full base now, we won't have to wait in the, or like, there will be no, it'll just basically be 200 days in sevtech will basically be completely dedicated to making the, just doing achievements. And, I think that's how it should have been for this, but I didn't really have a base, and I didn't like that, so, we made a base, and then, so now we have a base, we have all that, and, we're actually done with the base at this point. Right now, all we're pretty much going to be doing is making some minor tweaks, and then actually moving into the base. Right here, I just go back and forth on getting different things, and I end up not making any of it and just going basic with a, 2 crafting tables, 2 chests, and the bed setup. So yeah, you're about to see me do that, and yep. And the bed I don't have yet. I'm genuinely curious, because like in my playthrough where I have H3 stuff, I didn't even have a bed. So right now I'm moving the smeltery, which took forever because I had to take all the gas, oh my god, Jesus. All the glass out of it. And actually, at this point, I'm gonna actually finally have, like, organization, which makes me so happy. So, yeah, we got 2 casting tables, 2 basins, and, yeah. And whenever I end up making the smeltery bigger, I'll just basically keep making it bigger until we have the oh, I forgot to cut this out. Well, you're about to see my old world in its glory, which is, I was just testing a bunch of stuff in here when I was making this. So, and right now what I'm doing is I'm figuring out what chests I need to have for my storage, but I forgot to edit that out. So you got to see part of my old world. Some stuff you'll end up seeing a little later, which is the starlight crafting stuff. And yeah, so this is the first section, which is wood. I have so much wood in my chests that there is absolutely no organizing that. You're gonna see I tried, but there's really no organizing it. So yeah, you're gonna see me try and fail. And I pretty much didn't edit out any of this for the chest sorting section, because I was either gonna edit it all out or I was gonna edit none of it. So I decided to go with none. And I have a lot of oak stuff, so we're gonna see that that's just gonna be put at the bottom. I get rid of like 90% of my saplings, to be completely honest, because 90% of them I don't need. I don't need 3 stacks of saltgrass saplings. So you're gonna see me get rid of that. I think I end up keeping 5 stacks of sticks, I think. And then I give the rest to the fuel for the furnaces, which I don't know if I end up using the U sticks for also for fuel for furnaces, but I don't know why I haven't put my engineer's hammer away by this point. Probably, yeah, I put those away in there. Maybe it's because I was just waiting to do that. Yeah, it looks like I was just waiting. Oh, and my my chest that has all my armor and stuff, yeah, that thing is completely full. I'm probably gonna end up getting like rid of 90% of it when I get filled up on that chest. And I'm gonna miss a lot of things multiple times, so I just go through. Every time I miss something, I grab it, then put it into its respective chest. But after I finish, I should have everything organized. I'm pretty sure I do. Unless I miss something. Probably gonna do a little more organizing, because I shouldn't have 2 chests dedicated to just basically having stuff that doesn't fit into a category. So yeah, that's that. And let's see. Oh, I made a achievement chest, because 90% of the stuff that you make for the achievements, I'm never gonna end up using. So I just made a whole chest for it, which is right here. And if I ever need something from the achievement chest, it's really easy to find, because it's actually organized. And you're seeing me now do the tools and stuff chest, which I do want to show you an idea I have for doing this series, which is eventually getting to the point where I can have a backpack and an ender chest at the same time, along with maybe shulker boxes, if you ever get access to that. Because you can't actually go into the end. You'll see that you can go into the end. You can't, but you can actually activate the portal, but it won't actually let you go through said portal, which you won't see, sorry. I'm going back and forth here. I'm a little tired here. I don't know why I didn't put the apple in the blood magic chest, but that's a little weird to me. You won't see that, but you will, I will show probably eventually that you can't go through the end portal. Or maybe you just can't go through it yet. Not completely sure, because I don't think it's actually to my progression at the moment. So yeah, I think I just finished my chest on armor and stuff, so I'm doing my mob drops chest. Also, and when I end up running out of worms, I'm gonna have so much fish, like, I'll be so set. because I think when I finish this, I end up still having like a stack of fish left, which is still a good amount. It'll probably last me pretty long time. So yeah. Oh, and a lot of the like space in my base isn't being used right now because I have so many different rooms for so many different things. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And I made another chest because I know I'm gonna need it eventually. And I wish I typed as fast as I do in this little section here, but I can't type as fast as a sped up. It's sped up section speed. Yeah, it's sped up section. So yeah. I cut out the section of me covering up the old base because there's no point to showing it. So here's the farm section. Then there's the Twilight Forest section, putting all the glass in. And then getting cows into the thing, which I think they're still like damaged in the current state of the world because of the way I ended up moving them into the base, because they took damage when I took damage, and cows have less health than players do. So this is getting close to the end here. Been nice recording this. Gonna take a break before I start recording